Hello, guys.
Live
Hello.
from the Dominican Republic.
All right, that's right.
Woo! We are so excited.
Yes.
This is going to be an awesome time. We're getting ready to share with you some really great
right.
strategies that we personally use to help build our destination wedding business. We are at the Hilton La Romana in Dominican Republic.
Amazing
and
resort.
We,
Beautiful.
are just excited to spend some time with you here today.
Yes.
As you can see, absolutely stunning day.
Beautiful weather.
We're
Here we go.
Enjoying nice sunshine.
You can see how the resort looks behind us. Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous. Perfect weather. And actually, I absolutely can see why people enjoy coming to the tropics during winter, because in Michigan, where we live, it's 18 degrees.
Yeah.
And our daughter gave us a FaceTime of herself covered in ice and snow. She was shoveling the driveway, which I really appreciate. But yeah, and we were sitting here with blue skies. So
yeah,
it's
beautiful, perfect weather here.
Right, not too hot either. Like, that's the thing about coming down here during January, February. The temperature's probably like 78 degrees right now. Blue skies.
It's absolutely perfect.
Yeah, it really is perfect.
In case you don't know us, we are Lou and Tami Santini of TamiSantini.com, and I'm actually a destination wedding specialist, destination wedding expert, and now we are helping business owners like wedding planners and romance travel business owners learn how to build their own successful and thriving destination wedding businesses.
Right.
So as you can see, it's beautiful,
let's give another look here.
warm and tropical. We're like in front of the Premium Club, adult only pool area.
Yeah.
So really, really nice setting, really relaxing. So for those of you who maybe are actually familiar with this property, this used to be called Dreams La Romana, and now it's a Hilton La Romana. And so they've got a whole new face. It's been rebranded. It's absolutely beautiful, very modern, and I've always loved this property for weddings. And so we're excited to be hosting some of our 20K community members here for a wedding family. But for today, what we wanted to share with you is kind of expounding on what we talked about last week. So if you watched our Facebook Live last week, we talked about finding your ideal bride and getting a really clear picture of who your ideal bride is, so that you know how to create content that is really going to be helpful and actually solve a problem that she may be facing.
Tami, tell them the story real quick that we talked about back, the one bride who was really worried about the seaweed.
So back several years ago, I don't know, for those of you who know, the Riviera Maya was really struggling with a seaweed issue. Like, the water was no longer blue, it was brown. And I had several brides going to Mexico that year, and there was one particular bride who was definitely in a panic. We happened to actually be going to Riviera Maya for a family vacation. So Lou and I took an afternoon, we drove to the venue, and we paid for a cab to drive to the venue, met with the wedding team, got out and saw the venue, took some videos, got some pictures, and sent it to
the beach and area.
And sent it to the bride, because we knew that in doing that, she didn't ask us to do that. That was something that we chose to do because I knew it was a concern that she had, and I knew that she needed to have peace of mind. You know, you have to keep that in mind when you're making content for that ideal bride. You have to know them to that degree where, like, I know she's gonna want information. I know she's gonna want to see the 360 view of this. I know that this is gonna matter to her. I know that this is important to her. So when you're creating content, you always have that bride in your mind to know, what is it she needs to know? How can I help solve her problem? How am I going to help her with this content that I'm creating? So I wanted to share that story to just give you an idea of kind of how you have to think about creating content in a personal way, that way. Like, it's almost for that one bride.
But I do want to say, you do not have to. We were already coming, so we were with our family on a family vacation. We are not telling you guys you need to jump on a plane.
No, we were here.
Go down.
We were in
worked
Riviera
out.
Maya.
God worked it out really good for us. We were already here for a family vacation. The resort was in the Playa del Carmen area. We were already planning on going to Playa del Carmen for some time to shop, and just kind of, the town's really fun when you go to Mexico, to that area. But since we were going to be there anyway, we were able to, go a little extra mile. So that's all we're saying is we don't want you to feel like you have to have all this pressure that, oh my gosh, I need to get down there. No, I mean, you got to do what you can do. I mean, sometimes just calling the resort, asking them what their problems are with the seaweed, and you have a bride, and then emailing her and saying, hey, I talked to the resort. They clean it up every day. You're not going to have any worries on your wedding day. So please don't feel the pressure to we're telling you have to do that. We're just saying the content that we made, though, thinking of what our ideal bride needed.
And basically, one of the things I wanted to share with you today was the type of mindset that I had in going into a fam trip. So right now we're getting ready to host a fam trip for wedding planners. Right. And some of the things that I would do and that we would do when we traveled and when we went on fam trips, and the things we paid attention to. Again, going back to your ideal bride, what is it that they need to know? So if you know that your ideal bride is not a casual bride, she's not a toes in the sand bride, you know then that you've got to go check out those venues that are going to have solid ground. You need to get good video clips of that. You need to be able to get a 360 view of that. You need to be able to give her a better idea of the space and how private it is, if that's important to her. So you always are looking out for those things that you know are really going to make a difference and matter to your ideal bride. And so one of the things we would do to really build our business and to create content that was helpful is when we traveled, we made videos.
Just want to encourage you, video is so powerful. That is a really big content media. And then mixing your video with your blog posts and connecting to social media, those three things, like we're doing today. We're doing a Facebook Live, we're doing it with social media. So you want to link these things together, and you want to make sure they get to your bride or your leads, right? So that's the key, is your ideal bride may not have you hired yet, but if you keep giving her that content that's speaking to her, she knows that you're someone she can trust, and she's going to hire you. If she can afford you, and she's, she will hire you because she knows you're the one that's been putting the content out that she likes you.
So that's one of the hacks we did. Really just a lot of images, a lot of videos. And guys, don't get overwhelmed by the video thing. If you're not a face-to-camera type of person, that's okay. Like, you can kind of grow into that a little bit, right? You can practice. Every time you do it, you get better and better. It's like a practicing type of thing. But let's just say that you're by yourself. You're on this fam. Obviously, you're with other people, but you're the only solo agent there. Like, it's okay to just hold the camera, walk around, and be talking about, hey, this is the venue and this is going to host 50 people, and this is like a semi-private area. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at the stunning view, blah, 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 blah. That kind of stuff. Or when you're doing a walkthrough of the room, it's okay. You don't always have to be right in front of the camera. And it's also okay if you want to just take video clips of different things. So don't allow those types of things to prohibit you from getting your message out there and your valuable content, because it really does help people. Asking, is our iPhone enough to use as our video recorder, or do we need something else? I think your iPhone is great.
We're on an iPhone
right now. We have no mics, and obviously we are in a breezy area.
Sometimes
hopefully
a mic is nice. You can get a little portable mic for your iPhone. We probably should get that, but we didn't think about it. But we've always done all of our videos on our iPhones, always, for years.
Yeah.
So, and we've got lots of business from them and lots of followers. So.
Right, and sometimes they want that authentic thing, and doing Facebook Lives while you're there, and that's always going to create and generate a buzz and an interest of where you're traveling, and remind people what you do, and that you offer this type of service, right? But you'll learn, and so every time you do this, it doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be polished, and you can just you'll get better and better at it, and you'll get better at knowing what types of things you need to say and point out, things that matter to your ideal bride, things that, and just even being able to recognize and notice, like an atmosphere, and recognize and notice that, hey, this is a good resort for people who want a more chill experience. This is a great resort for people who want that more upbeat, lively, social experience. Like, being able to help people understand, this is a resort for you if you like XYZ. This is a perfect resort for couples who want a casual
Yeah.
but elegant atmosphere, right? And they also have adults for the majority of their group, but they
Right.
have some family members that are coming that have kiddos. It's one big resort.
Right.
Everybody can be here. Everyone can have a space for them, you know, where they're not excluding kids or whatever.
Right.
So it's a really great mix for that type of group. So
Right.
just kind of understanding
And I
those
don't want to
things.
miss that comment maybe right at the bottom, or I don't.
She said, "Wonderful, excited about the videos." Heather did.
Oh, thanks, Heather. Yeah, we're going to be talking to the wedding coordinators. We're going to be meeting their team tonight, and Tami met with the wedding coordinator privately today.
The wedding manager, yeah.
Manager, and so we're going to be getting you breakdowns on the weddings.
And one of the things that Lou and I personally did to build our destination wedding business, where we just had leads coming to us without a
Right.
lot of, you know, effort, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of money spent, was to create, when we would travel, when we would go on fam trips, we
Right.
would create videos. So I recommend that before you go on your next fam trip, have some content ideas already in mind. Always
Yeah.
think about, what does my ideal bride need? What is it going to be? What matters to her? What's important to her? What does she need to know? And how can I put
Right.
her mind at ease? Those types of questions you ask yourself. You'll go into the fam trip already with a game plan, knowing when you're looking at the specific, knowing that when you are
Sun's right overhead.
touring the specific resorts, that you know exactly what you should be looking out for, that you can grab a quick video clip of, or you know, some images or a 360 view or anything like that. I know sometimes you're like, it's fast clip, and that's why you have to just like be on the ready of what you want to be doing when you're walking through those resorts and everything.
Right.
Asking, can you take hire the photographer at the hotel to take nice business pictures of you? So yeah, you
That's
could
a very
always
good
work
question.
with a hotel photographer and set up in advance some photos. Actually, I prefer to work with somebody outside of the hotel, generally only, especially if you're going for business pictures, lifestyle images, that sort of thing. Yeah, absolutely. Take advantage of the setting for photos. Take advantage of the
Yeah.
setting for any videos that you want to do for your business in general. If you want to do an intro video, hey, I'm Corrine and I'm from ABC Travel. I'm a destination wedding specialist and I am excited to help you
Yeah.
plan your dream wedding. Are you looking for, and then you do your own little video commercial that you can have on your website. You can have it anywhere you want. So always take
Right.
advantage of the setting. Come to any destination with a plan in mind to really
Yeah.
maximize your time. It's hard because you want to relax, right? You want to just use any free time that you have to soak up the sun and put your toes in the sand and all of that, and that's great, but try to always carve out some time and have a plan to do something to really keep your business moving forward. Where can I go to find the fams?
Sure.
As long as you're a travel professional, you can, or if you're a destination wedding agent, travel professional, romance travel specialist,
Yeah.
then you'll be able to participate in FAMs. You do have to have travel credentials and be affiliated with either some sort of host agency or have your own travel credentials. And
Right.
then you would want to reach out to what I do in our 20K system and toolkit that we offer to help people build their destination wedding businesses. Is we
Right.
recommend that you reach out to the business development managers of the resort brands so that you are notified when they're hosting any type of FAMs or events.
And so we'll be showing that later. But so this FAM was through the 20K system toolkit, but you can get FAMs, like Tami said, through travel suppliers if you have your travel credentials.
Right.
But sometimes you have to have a sale or not. Our people do not have to have a sale. We want them to start getting sales.
Right.
So that's why we set this up, and we're trying to do it regularly, set
Right.
up FAMs regularly for all of our 20K planners.
Right. Definitely take advantage, guys. Going on the FAM trips. You know, I know it's an investment of your time. You're going to have to
Right.
pay for your flight there, but it really changed our business. It catapulted our business. It allowed us to not only get a feel for what resorts offered and what set them apart from the other resort brand or just other resorts, and so that we could really help our brides figure out what's the best place for them to go. But it also
Yeah.
gave us the ability to create videos. It allowed me to be able to write a ton of blog posts that would be,
Sure.
information that would really help, again, my ideal bride. So it
We're not
really
missing any
just
questions then.
changed our business dramatically. Will you also visit nearby hotels? Yes. So tomorrow we are actually scheduled to visit 3 other resorts. So two of
three? I
them,
thought it was just 2.
2 of them are brand new. One we were at last year. Lou and I were at last year. So this is a really good opportunity for the wedding planners who are going to be with us to see some really amazing properties that would be great for their potential clients.
Yes. Listen, we care about each and every one of you. We care about your businesses, and we just want to help you build your business to get your 20K bride or 30K bride and build a 6-figure business doing destination weddings.
Amen. Amen. And if you didn't catch the Facebook Live that we did last week, where we were talking about really defining who your ideal bride is and getting a better picture of who it is that you're here to serve and who you're speaking to when you're creating this content, go ahead and check out my blog post. So you can go to TamiSantini.com/blog.
It's right on there.
And that will be the most recent post that I had about your ideal bride, or I don't remember, is it Attracting Your Ideal Bride, I think is maybe the name or the title of it. So how is La Romana in comparison? La Romana is definitely very different. It doesn't have that resort after resort after resort type of feel, right?
So it's more urban, like spread out, and country. I don't want to say country like farmland, but it's definitely more out in the not as populated
and
area.
We're like where we're at right now is really, we're kind of near like a fishing village. We're not in La Romana. They just call it Hilton La Romana.
Yeah.
The actual town of La Romana is about 20 minutes from us, but we're on the southern coast of the peninsula, so you do have amazing sunsets here, whereas of course when you're in Punta Cana, you're right on that east side of of Hispaniola. So because of that, you're not going to have the sunsets, but here you have beautiful sunsets, and the water is much more calm, and it's really,
much calmer
really,
than Punta Cana, much calmer.
Yeah, it's not the Atlantic waves and all of that.
We'll do some video of that too, of how calm the beach is, like perfect here.
Thanks again for joining us today.
Something did come up, so that's why fam trips also make you passionate. Remember the blog post you wrote about the hot chocolate? When you're passionate about what you want to sell, when you're passionate about a product, you'll sell it.
Right. And Kareen had asked about the outside vendor fee. So Kareen, outside vendor fees are going to be in place when it comes to a bride and groom planning a wedding, and let's say the resort hotel photographer at the resort is not someone the bride wants to work with, then she has the opportunity to hire someone outside of the resort to come in for her wedding photos. That's different than kind of what we're doing. What we're doing is having a local photographer come in and take pictures of us on site. And so
does that cost anything for her to come on site?
She's not then considered an outside vendor because we're not hosting an event that she is being hired to participate in. It's really just a photo shoot. So essentially what we pay for then is a day pass for her to come and spend the time here at the resort with us. So we do pay, that's generally how that works. You would pay a day pass.
Then that photographer can eat here and have drinks and all that.
For your business, or for just like for you personally, for your business, or like even family photos or whatever, would be different than if your bride and groom are hosting a wedding event and they've got a DJ that's coming from the local area, and they've got a florist who's coming in, and they have a photographer who's coming in. All of that is more of an event thing, and that has an outside vendor fee at these resorts. That's pretty standard.
Hey, we're gonna go. We want to meet up with Sandra here, and everyone, just thanks for joining us, and keep on the lookout for more videos coming out.
That's right. We'll see you later. God
bye, guys.
bless you.